Greetings, welcome to the video. So this is where the demolition will begin. All the work that could have been completed by a couple guys with hammers, crowbars, a shovel was done, so it was time to bring in some heavier equipment. A burned property is not so fun for an adult, but certainly fun for a 6-year-old kid checking things out. Definitely the right place to get your hands dirty and your clothes dirty. So alright, so we're taking a quick video here. Demolition has started today. So the header beam came out that was above the garage. Took out the inside framing, the charred studs along that area. We're going to take a saw and saw along the foundation line, a horizontal cut to properly get the foundation set for the new framing. I'll go right along that little weep hole right below that. That's where the bottom of the foundation is. So all this brick from here up will come out. That laundry room area is coming out, and this will all just get cleaned up. And as soon as the trusses arrive, they'll be able to put the new or remove the existing roof line and then put them up hopefully in the same couple days to keep this as exposed, or the least amount exposed to any elements, to keep any further damage from that. So that's it. Derek's getting good and dirty, looking for a burned out brick or a piece of wood for a souvenir. So that's all for now. Alrighty, quick update. So they were out here, must have been Saturday, today is Monday. So it looks like a lot of the wall has come down, certainly some good progress. Foundation looks intact. Apparently came down pretty well at the foundation line that we were looking for. They were planning on cutting it, but apparently it just kind of scored along that way. The foundation was probably put in at one time, and then the brick fascia, which would have been, where's my foot, along this brick line straight up, would have been put in at a separate date. So just, 30 years ago obviously, but definitely at different times, and just whatever, a week or so apart. So this is going to have to come down about here, right about that line. So they will need a saw for that to get a clean line and get all that squared away. So this is just the clean line of where the window was. So, and you can see that's where the line's going to come, right about where that porch ends, straight down to right about where the porch itself, porch roof, the porch. So anyway, glad to see a little progress. This laundry room area will be coming out. Again, when it goes back, it'll get extended out a little bit. So anyway, glad to see a little progress, and hopefully we'll be getting some more videos shortly with some additional progress on the property. All right, it's Friday. Gonna go ahead and take another quick video. A bit of this might not look too changed, and I'm sure a lot of what I talk about will be redundant, but that is the cut line that they made in the brick. Used the saw obviously right down to there, which is again just above that, or just at that weep hole line. So you can kind of see that, or so that's the weep hole. So the foundation, the top of the foundation itself is right along that line. You can sort of see. So anyway, so they'll just take that out, and the cement board will go in place of the brick, which still in theory looks nice, but in reality is burned in on this side. Again, all this flooring will come out. You can kind of see where it rained yesterday a little bit, so we got a little water here, and obviously where the rain's been just sitting on this subfloor. So again, this subfloor will get replaced. We'll see, maybe about this door. Who knows? Just want to make sure everything's a-okay when it goes back together. They did rip this piece out, which I had started and they finished because they had power tools rather than me with a crowbar. But thankfully, as you can see, the floor joists are fine. You know, at worst they got a little bit wet, but still functional. Oh, they took this out too. Good. But yeah, so the floor joists had not been impacted by any of the water from, you know, just the rain, as well as obviously all the water they would have dumped in when they put out the fire. Anyway, quick look on the front. Got the sun in my eye, so I can't see so well on the camera here for my phone. But you can see they took off the soffit, the fascia, freezer board, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but you can kind of see the ends of the trusses there. Everything's exposed as it should be from that standpoint. So when the new trusses arrive, they should be able to just really pluck these off one by one after stripping the sheathing and the shingles, and then just kind of go right back with the new trusses. So they took the siding off here as well. So we reached out to a pressure wash guy to get that soot pressure washed off and get it all set. I am honestly considering painting all the brick white, which I know is a bit fashion faux pas at times, but for what it's worth, since we're south facing here in the summertime, when I was living here, man, this brick gets hot. This deck gets hot. So anyway, so if it's painted white, maybe it'll reflect some of that sun energy, maybe make the house a little bit more eco-friendly. But anyway, that's it. Still a mess, but we had a productive week. Happy to see that. So hopefully next week we'll be able to get a lumber delivery, start going back up with some framing. So we'll see you for the next update. All right, another Monday. So just had the pressure washer folks leave. So looks like this is about as good as it's gonna get. This is where the bulk of the heat was, so whatever was leaning against the fireplace here, I guess soaked into the brick. Not sure how good the light is on the inside, but we got the inside of the brick pretty well. That looks quite a bit better. I put some plastic down on the floor and it kept most of it up. You can see where the line of plastic was there. But again, this subfloor is getting taken up to well past that water line there. So, and again, all the subfloor as well back here. And this is just from coming in at the eaves as they were getting it back there. So no avoiding that. But the brick should be clean from the outside. Let's see here. Also, they did finish the foundation. Here you can see where they had raised it up. You can pretty much see the older brick versus the newer brick. They did a pretty good job matching up. There we go. Look at the brick rather than the phone. They did a pretty good matching job with the brick, but given that, you know, one brick was built or put down in 1986 and the newer brick put down in 2020 is the best you're gonna get along here. So again, I'll have to do a little bit more research, but maybe painting it all white is the best option, even though for the longest time I said that would be the most fashion unfriendly thing. Painting brick always seems like a bad idea, but I think I've mentioned this is the southern facing side, so south is behind me, so this gets quite a bit of sun. Really hot. So, and hopefully this house will go back with a little extra eco-friendly components. Saving on the energy bill is certainly something good all around and appealing for a renter. But you can see up at the top, they did a pretty good job of getting the soot off. So that's pretty good. Around here, same, they did pretty good. I think we'll be okay. Looks like that must have been a little miss spot, but I should scrub off with a scrub brush if it's too big of an issue. So, well, that's it. And the foundation out front here too. You can see the difference. I'm going to have to scoop that back and paint it all. Hopefully it'll be okay. Alright. See you on the next one. Alright. It's Wednesday. Framing should begin tomorrow. I marked out where the subfloor is coming up. So I'll probably mention that a handful of times going through these videos. Also, I went ahead and yanked out this door that was here. What will go back is a sliding glass door with shades on the inside of the glass, the double pane glass. I've got one at my house. I'm pretty happy with it. What was here was, it was sort of like a French door. The left side opened like a door, and the other one was the same frame, same size and everything, but it was essentially a dummy door. It was just like a floor-to-ceiling window rather than a door. Anyway, so, and again, this subfloor come up. This had been chopped out apparently from when it was originally built to fit the threshold of the door unit. So I just think that was a less than ideal way to construct that, so just better to pull that up and cover it up. And you can see just over the bunch of years, that's water damage, just water coming in. So anyway, just polished up a little bit better. So they'll be taking out the rest of this wall. It appears that there is a header in between there being the fireplace. So it looks like it runs from this side to the other side there. Hopefully that will lift out. I'm not sure if there's any if the brick is tied into that header at all, but I'd rather everything swapped out. If they got to reuse it, I guess we'll deal with it, but I'd rather have all fresh lumber. And that was certainly an area that got pretty hot, but on the other side of the coin, I guess the brick may be insulated, so there's no damage to it. But anyway, Porta Toilet Dude is cleaning that thing up, so everybody will be ready for a fun day tomorrow.